Alright, I got a little update saying where I've been and everything. I've had so many things happen. So, I was actually taking my mother to the store because she can't drive, so I was taking her to the store, and she had a seizure, so I had to catch her and, you know, take her to the ground and everything. And then my military training kicked in a little bit. I was like kind of ordering the room around, you know, telling people what to do, because they were kind of, there's three things that usually happens, right? So, you know, you have fight, flight, and then you have the third option, which is paralysis by analysis. Most of the people had that. They had paralysis by analysis. So, but she's okay now. She had a reaction to her medication that she was on. Low blood pressure medication. It made her completely bottom out on blood pressure while she was in the store, and she fell. So, and she had that seizure. So, she's okay now. I've got this bike, and this is where most of my money went. I actually got this Suzuki, this 1982 Suzuki GS350. I did a ton of work to it. Now I want to sell it, and of course now I can't sell the dang thing. Everybody wants to offer $2,000 for it, and I've got new fork seals, you know, the carbs are rebuilt. Gosh, I mean, you name it. The tank's been taken off, cleaned of the rust, recoated, you know, new petcock. You know, like I said, you name it, it's new. So, tons of new parts, but it's a 50,000 mile bike. So, because of that, I think nobody wanted to buy it, because I guess they just thought it was junk. And so I went through it, and you can tell I've been driving it down backcountry roads and such. But I'm kind of sick of it, because I've got carpal tunnel, and I can't actually ride something that's got vibrations. And around 4K, this thing's got a ton of vibrations. So I went ahead, took it off my insurance, and I'm just gonna come out and crank it up every now and then to keep the carbs nice and clean, and send it to the next guy, because it turns out I don't want to keep it. So I'll ship it off to the next person. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. I've got it listed for $2,800. I mean, if anybody wants it, I'd go down to $2,500, you know. So that's what I was working on. Like I said, did a ton of work to it, and I had a bunch of videos, but I deleted every single one of them, because I figured nobody would want to watch the motorcycle video if they, you know, if they came to this channel to watch on, you know, cars. So I got this Olds 455 in here covered up. And this is actually my spare one still. My other one's still in the machine shop. So the machine shop went ahead and another update on that 455. The Oldsmobile that I have, they went ahead and told me that it's in great shape. They were going to bore it over 30. So I just have to buy the stuff for it at this point. But I mostly haven't been messing with cars because I got my Firebird on the road, and I've been driving that as my, you know, daily driver. And I've got this Roadliner here. So this is my new bike. That's why I haven't been riding the other one. And I might make the occasional video showing like a highway or something, because this bike, 0 vibrations, a little over 40 mile per gallon, and it's, in my opinion, I think this is the type of bike to get if you're wanting something that is reliable and gets decent mileage. And I'm going to eventually get a Classic 350 again, or a Bullet 350 Royal Enfield, because after selling that, I realized how much I like that motorcycle. But that being said, that's all the updating. And I have been kind of doing a lot of changes in my life too, so no alcohol and all that kind of stuff. So, and you might think, oh God, oh Lord Almighty, it's actually not as bad as I originally thought. It's most of this is just dirt. So, but this is what happens. The guy that owned it before, one of them, They must have thought that since this is a notorious spot for these to leak, right? This back area here and right up around here. They must have thought, hey, I'm going to make sure that doesn't leak. So even though I've taken this out, I'll put it back in and show you. He had it in here, and I didn't notice it at first, but he took right in between here, he put silicone in. So first off, they were hard as heck to take off. I had to yank the shit out of them. Right here might be a problem. You can see this. It's not even sitting there very well. And right down here, this is definitely a problem. We can see this. So this guy caused me to have to do extra work, is what this is. Because of his grand plan, he caused me to have to do a ton of extra work. And I'm going to show it. It's actually worse on the other side. Even up here, it's not as bad. But down there, man, I got to pull the glass out, and it's a headache because you got to take the glass. You got to be super careful with it. And I originally noticed, because I noticed this here, and I went and sanded it down, and I said, well, that's pitted. That's not good. And then I looked on the inside, and I thought, Lord Almighty, do we have a problem here? At first, I was thinking, dang, you know, we hit the jackpot. None of that rear glass problem. And, well, here we are. So that's where I've been. That's what I'm doing. I will, like I said, show occasionally some motorcycle videos of, like, going down the road or something. I do have a flood video that I'm going to upload soon. We had some major flooding here. My area is fine because I live on the high ground, basically. I live at the top of the large hill, so I'm pretty safe where I'm at. But in town, I went up there on my motorcycle and showed how bad it was. So I just got to edit that and then upload it.